Okay, perfect.
Sure.
Welcome to the first episode of Entrepreneurs Around the World.
That's cool.
Well, we'll start one more time. I actually wrote this. Okay, so welcome to the first episode of Entrepreneurs Around the World. You all know me. I'm Kurt. I do a variety of Instagramming, blogging, videoing, and I finally came upon this idea while traveling and meeting entrepreneurs on this trip. And I thought, hey, why don't we introduce these people to the world and let them tell them their stories to you? So that's why we're here today. I am in Nairobi, Kenya, and with these two gentlemen here I'll let them introduce themselves. And our episodes will be short and sweet, no more than 10 minutes, so you can get on with your lives. We hope that you can learn something from them, get excited yourself, and win at your own businesses. So, to no avail, I'd like to introduce you to Asif and Vineet. They will give a short introduction, and we will go forward with 5 or 6 questions. And we also show you a video of what they do. Asif.
Sure. Thanks, Kurt. Yeah, it's quite exciting to be on this. You're also an entrepreneur, so it's good now you're telling us stories of. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Ando.
Hey, thanks, Kurt. Thank you so much for this. I'm Vineet, the COO and co-founder of Ando. So we've been running Ando for the last 5 years, and it's been super exciting across 3 countries: Kenya, South Africa, and Rwanda.
And why don't you tell them where we met?
So me and Kurt actually met almost like 9 years ago in Ghana at a place called Meltwater.
Accra.
In Accra, yes. At a place called Mist Incubator. So Kurt had come for like 2 weeks to as an advisor to the companies at Incubator. And we really bonded off really well. And then we also hit it off in India for like 2 weeks. And now I'm meeting him again in Kenya.
How fun is that? The journey of meeting people and relationships continue on in your lives, and it's always worth staying in touch. Great. So first thing is, why don't you tell us who you are and where you're from, and then we'll get into the story about the business.
Yeah. So I'm born and raised in Kenya. I did study in Japan before coming back. When I came back, I worked with WPP.
Where did you study in Japan?
In Osaka.
Oh.
So
I lived in Osaka too.
No way. Hirakata.
Sakaishi.
Oh, really? Interesting. Osaka is quite interesting, man.
Yeah.
It's a fun place. It's a fun place. It's also the food capital, right? The women is different.
They always laugh.
It's kind of crazy, man, over there. But the food is really good as well. The food's excellent.
What's your favorite Osaka food?
Kushikatsu.
Kushikatsu.
Because you can't get it anywhere else properly.
So okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki, of course.
But
Kushikatsu, you know the fried, you know it. The fried everything. So you get fried lotus, fried. Yeah.
So it's that's right. It's like a different type of tempura.
Yes, exactly, right, exactly. Okay. So it's a very Osaka thing. You can't get it in Tokyo. I tried looking. You can't.
Learn something new about Japan.
Yeah.
And you were staying there for so. That's so funny.
Okay, so you're Pakistani. Is there a large Pakistani community here in
No.
Kenya?
It's a very small community. But my mother is Pakistani. I'm born and raised here. But yeah, we grew up in a Pakistani household. Very few Pakistani. I think you can count them. Mostly doing car dealerships and some doing industry. Mostly entrepreneurs.
Right.
Yeah.
And where were you working before this?
WPP, Scan Group. And then after that, Java House.
What is Java House?
Java House is the largest coffee-led dining chain across East Africa. I mean, we built it to that.
And that successfully exited?
Yeah. That was a big exit in 2018.
Right.
That was when we were there. So we were part of I was part of the management team that led the exit to private equity.
Perfect.
It was the biggest exit that has ever happened in F&B in this region.
Oh, it's very exciting. Yes, yeah. I remember eating at the Java House when I got here in 2018, and I was very pleased to see there was a nice coffee shop.
Yeah.
And we watched Kipchoge's marathon attempt to break the first attempt to break the 2 hour mark.
Wow, interesting.
While it was raining in the coffee shop with my friend.
Very cool.
So you saw an exit, and then maybe you got the itch to do something yourself.
No, actually, so I'd launched food delivery at Java House.
Okay.
And if I'll show you one of my older decks, I'd actually pitched cloud kitchens to the board as well.
Oh wow.
So we wanted to do something like that. I wanted to do that, but we were selling the business. We didn't want to invest so much money.
Yeah, so often that happens in companies
happens.
where some entrepreneur pitches this idea. They can do it differently. They can do something else within the company, and the company's just not ready for that. And it's then it's time to branch off.
Yeah, and actually then so I launched food delivery. Saw the boom. It became 16% of our revenue, and I said, okay, man, this is what we're gonna do. Yeah,
this is the future, right? Yeah. It's good. So you've done it, you've seen it, you've done it, and you know how it works. And so
it's the main issue we had in the beginning was to figure out the unit economics and make it work, because we didn't want to raise a big check and find out that unit economics don't work.
Right.
So that was the first thing, and it took us time, to build up the value chain, to build up. It took us some time to build.
Well, hold that
chain.
thought.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's go to Vineet. Vineet has a very interesting story. Vineet's from India, and I'm going to let him tell you his story and how he got here, and then the two of you will tell the story how you came together and started Ando Foods.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. So I'm from India. So I'm from Bangalore in India, the Silicon Valley of India. So I've been living in Africa for the last roughly 10 years, although I went back to India for 2 years. So I worked in Ghana for like a year when I met Kurt, working with startups, and then I worked at Uber Eats in India.
Make sure there's a green light on there.
It is.
Uber Eats in India, where I launched Uber Eats, and so this was when Uber Eats was just launching in India. So I started off launching with Bangalore, then Chennai, Pune, and Calcutta. So that actually was a completely different scale compared to what we're doing here in countries like Ghana and Kenya. So India is almost like 50 times the market for each of the cities. Like just at Uber Eats, we're doing like around 500K orders a week in a single city.
A week
in a single city like Bangalore.
How many?
500K. 500,000 orders in a week.
The AOV is smaller though.
The AOV is much smaller, like around $3 to $4.
It's like 4x smaller.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why they scale also.
Exactly. That's why the scale also, and that's kind of what we want to bring.
Yeah, we want to do that.
This continent in the future. Like right now, we are at a $15 AOV, which we want to bring down to at least like $4 to $5. So that's one thing. So I saw the massive scale, and also there are a lot of cloud kitchens coming up in India. So as Delhi is booming, the first thing which happens is people start making food from smaller kitchens, localized to certain areas, and they deliver food. India has like around 20 to 25 minutes delivery times, which India was able to
I want to
track.
stop you here, though. I want to learn how you got to Kenya.
From India.
Yeah. So basically, so when I lived in Ghana, I had already visited Kenya. So I came here for 2 weeks. I went around the country.
So you were at IIM.
So before Ghana, I was at IIM. So I did my MBA from IIM Calcutta.
How did you go for IIM? Why did all of a sudden Ghana come up on your radar?
So what happened was, I was working in a corporate environment, and I wasn't really fulfilled. And I wanted to do something which is different, something which people haven't done before. So when the opportunity for going to Ghana came up, I'd never even heard about Ghana.
How did that opportunity?
So I had a friend, mutual friend, who was working in Ghana.
Oh, so from IIM.
No, he was from Delhi and Bangalore. So he's a Chennai guy. So basically,
even I don't know this. So I'm glad you're asking this.
His name is Ashwin. So he was.
Oh, I know Ashwin. That Ashwin.
Yeah, the Ashwin who came to.
The Ashwin, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ashwin basically.
I've not met him though.
Yeah, so Ashwin sent opportunity to one of my friends who was my really close friends. So my friend then sent it to me, and then
it happened.
It just happened. So then I had a couple of rounds of interviews. Then so I really wanted to be a part of that, like just mentoring startups and taking them from at least 0 to 1.
Got it.
Yeah, so that was basically the opportunity in Ghana.
So the idea was not fulfilled in this
corporate environment
right
yeah
now. Want to be unique
as a programmer, right?
No, I was a product manager.
So after
after
he's also been a programmer, by the way.
Before I was a programmer, then I became a product manager. Yeah.
Okay, and so contact a friend you knew in Ghana, said, hey, what are y'all doing over there? I'll come out, check it out for a little bit. And all of a sudden you see the magnitude of the African continent, the opportunities here, and you go to MEST, you do some work there, you teach, and then what happens from there?
Yeah, so I went to Mest. I stayed there for a year. So I was in the incubator. So my role was an advisor, so helping them with either marketing or product or even operations, setting up like systems for really small companies, 3 or 4 people in each company,
Mm,
very early stage. So and companies really grew from like MRR of around $500 to even 5K, 10K. So
really?
I saw the growth happen. So in that 1 year when I was there, so they were across e-commerce,
That's a
logistics,
good
all of that.
stage for early. Yeah.
Yeah, very early stage. So these companies had raised like around 100K, and they were
Uh,
still in the incubator. So they hadn't raised the follow-on funding. So the aim was to get them a follow-on funding as well through
did
getting them to
did
grow.
did people get full on funding?
Yeah, there are companies which have got like two to $3 million.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. From yeah.
So the incubator is there, but they also take equity, a lot of equity, right?
Yeah, they take around 10%.
10%. Yeah.
Yeah, 10% equity. So that's basically what happened. Then when I visited Kenya during that one year time, right, I felt this was the place I want to be, just in terms of weather, people, also travel, all of it. So I'm also a big traveler. So that's basically what
Big
happened.
hiker as well. You
Big
like
hiker as well. And then Kurt introduced me to Uber, but Uber wasn't hiring for Kenya,
Oh,
so Uber
yeah,
hired
yeah.
me for
Interesting.
India.
Yeah, yeah. That also I learned.
Yeah, but I think joining Uber in India was also a really good thing for me because different scale,
The
yeah, the
experience. The
experience.
experience. Yeah.
So that helped me learn a lot. Like Uber was a proper, always a big company,
But yeah, it
but
was
it's
proper
like a
startup.
proper startup environment,
Startup hustle.
especially
Yeah.
in India when we're launching. Yeah,
fantastic company now. They really
Now it's a very
well,
profitable company as well.
yeah, yeah,
well run. So
yes,
Well run.
you've
Yeah.
got a great future and autonomous.
yes.
Uh, great. So okay. So then after Uber, and then you came here. You got where did you all meet?
We met through a mutual friend because I was piloting this idea for cloud kitchens, and he had actually piloted it already, but with somebody else.
No, were you back in Kenya at the time?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was back in
So,
Kenya.
yeah, after Uber, I joined Jumia.
Jumia. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. So I was working in e-commerce.
I think that's how we met, and then
And Jumia is a what? It's a publicly listed.
Yeah,
New
publicity
York
company.
public, yeah,
So
NYC.
across,
It's like the Amazon type.
Yeah, but I think now it's starting to come back on the stock exchanges now. So yeah, we met, and the idea for cloud kitchens was in both of our minds. I was piloting it differently. He had piloted it with somebody else differently, and I think together we saw the match because I was coming from F&B with delivery, and he was coming from startup hustle, Uber hustle and all that. So it was a really good match.
Right.
And then even when we did the pilot, it matched. Like he was in India.
Right. Oh, he was in India.
He was in India because it
so I
was
was in India
COVID.
for a brief period.
COVID.
COVID, when we did the pilot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So often, it's difficult to meet somebody new, and then you have to trial the working relationship before you go all in and make sure you're good partners and can make the decision making.
The one thing that matched immediately was the values, cultural values, because we're similar. We're not. We care about the small things. Um, Money is important. How you spend it is more important in a company structure. That we're aligned on those things, and then of course we know the roles that we have. That's also clear.
So you made it clear how you were splitting the responsibilities.
Yeah, that was not never issue. Yeah, that was never an issue.
Okay, great. So that's the story of how they got together. They started
A cloud
called
kitchen.
Cloud Kitchen. The name of the company was Ando Foods, and the idea was to build. Uh, think about it. Any type of food, a biryani shop, which is kind of Indian rice, or a Little Italy, which was seen in Nairobi, and then deliver the foods. And so, why don't you tell us how it's evolved since then, and what did how it's evolved? What are your biggest challenges been, and how you've overcome them?
Yeah, so Vinit can also chime in later on this. From the initial idea of cloud kitchen, we wanted to prove it out also. Our aim wasn't actually to build cloud kitchens. Our aim was to actually solve the bigger problem of food delivery experience. But we had to do it start off somewhere, and the best way to start off was to build our own brand. And I had great experience on building brands, So we built our first brand, which is a biryani brand, and scaled it to a level where we started learning the problems actually in the industry. And a lot of those problems, we started fixing them for ourselves. So one of three of them, there are three big problems. One is demand generation, so marketing. The second one is inventory, so supply chain. So that impacts your food cost for a F&B business. And third, because we're focused on delivery, it was logistics and payments. And we had to build all three units for ourselves first. So we built our own kitchens, our own brands, started going closer to the manufacturer on the supply chain side, and then built out our own technology for logistics and fulfillment. And yeah, now it's evolved. Now from a single kitchen, we're actually now an ecosystem. We're actually helping other brands now come online and scale the business for them, opening up our infra to them.
I recently, you told me about a Japanese brand. So some entrepreneur from Japan, young man came here, said he wanted to get out of the business of being a salary man in Japan, and he grew a really successful business using your cloud kitchen model.
Yeah, but although for that one, he had already been in Kenya for quite some time. He was running a Japanese restaurant, which was doing okay, but not at the level he wanted to as well. And also, we were friends, so we knew where we could get to this business. So we said, listen, you don't have to close the business. We can actually show you how we can actually scale this business online. So we helped him. We grew the business now from one branch. He now has 3 branches, and we're opening a couple more for him. We're doing this for multiple entrepreneurs now
So
in the market.
doing that, are you building out the cloud kitchen for them?
If the need is that, so we'll even finance the capex, right? And that's also a big challenge, by the way, where finance for growth is not there, right? So we're also partnering with banks and investors to finance that side of the debt. Right now, we don't take any money on the debt, so we don't charge you any interest or anything. Later on, it's actually a business model as well, where you could start financing these things. But for now, we're focused on the growth for them. So our aim is not to make money off the financing. The good thing is we control the sales, so they're able to pay us back very quickly, between 5 to 6 months.
Today we have 25 brands in Nairobi alone, which we're supporting across the 3 areas, which Asif said: demand generation, there is the logistics,
supply chain,
and supply chain.
And in Kigali now it's about 41 brands. So slowly the model, we want to expand it across different markets, own the market.
So the brands in Kigali, though, where you've expanded just recently, they have their own stores and restaurants.
Everything, yeah.
And so they're relying on you to, how do we
get more sales
online? That can be on your own marketplace.
Yes.
It can be on another marketplace.
It could be, yeah. But for example, in Kigali, there's none of those, right?
Right.
So it's going to be us.
So you're in a blue ocean, which is
yeah, 100%.
We talk about blue oceans a lot. A lot of things when I work with my entrepreneurs, that really being analytical in your step. Not only the business you're starting, the product you're producing, and the market you're going into. Because if you do walk into very hot competition, it's much harder. It's always nice to find a blue ocean. Geographically, it can be a blue ocean.
Yeah.
Perhaps your demand generation, where you're actually going to these restaurants and creating demand, that's like no one's doing that. It just solves a one-stop shop problem for them. It sounds like it's.
So there's a lot of pent-up demand in a lot of these markets. So people want to order online, but there's nowhere to order online, or it's fragmented. So you'll order maybe from the restaurant directly by a call, and then they'll figure out a rider, and so the experience is not really best, and it's not scalable. So that's where we come in. We come in with the technology, and we say, okay, let's change let's fulfill that pent up demand, number one, and actually grow the economy for each of these countries, and more importantly, the F&B industry.
And so from what you just said, one of the questions I have is impact. And you're saying it grows the economies. You really, does that excite you about making an impact. What gets you out of the other question is what gets you out of bed every day? Like, why is this so exciting to do and keep doing?
You can own answer
Yes, I think
first.
in terms of impact for us, what gets on the bed, right? So I think like across the value chain, right from the restaurants, the chefs, the people involved who are working at the restaurants, to the riders, to all the customers, right? So there's passive impact across this. So like even with food delivery, right? We're super excited because we know Kigali is a blue ocean, so the demand can easily grow from today what we're doing like around 50 hours a day to easily around 1,000 hours a day in the next couple of months, right? And that's massive impact. And if we can replicate this in different markets like Casablanca, Lusaka, so
Dakar.
yeah, Dakar also, right? So and also we are in Cape Town at the moment, right? So Cape Town for the last 2 years, and we know there's massive opportunities also in South Africa. So I think depending on the market, we want to do different models. Like in Cape Town, we'll do more of our own brands across cities like Cape Town and Joburg. In places like Kigali, we'll do the marketplace model, right? And also we're building out our logistic as a service. So there are some restaurants which already have some demand coming in, 50 hours a day, but they don't have a reliable logistic provider.
Got it.
So that's also something we are piloting very soon.
I've heard that Addis and Adaba in Ethiopia is really a growing market. I've heard it now 5 or 6 times as I've been here.
Yeah, this is massive.
And they've made a lot of changes from infrastructure, a lot of growth. They are pro business, allowing 100% foreign ownership now and things like that. So it's
Addis is interesting. Of course, it has its own big challenges.
like war
Yeah.
in the north.
Yeah. But I think we're focused on East Africa, growing towards South Africa, and then, of course, North Africa and West. Over time, all these places in Africa, they will need, food that comes to you at the tap of a button. And tomorrow, it's not just food, right? Once you've built the infra, once you've built um, customer behavior and all the logistics and the infra, you can sell anything on that infra. So you can start layering over electronics, you can start layering over pharmacy, you can start layering over what India is doing now, right? 10-minute delivery.
Yeah.
So in India, you've seen the 10-minute delivery now in 1 to 2 years has grown bigger than the food delivery business for all the players. Zomato.
Well, that's
yeah.
Instacart was supermarkets, but Doordash
Yeah.
has really done.
But in America, the 10-minute delivery doesn't work because
No,
unit economics doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Yeah. Where do y'all want to be in 5 years?
Yeah, the biggest food delivery ecosystem in Africa, from Africa, and probably we'll start testing even Asia.
Well, Africa's probably big enough.
It's so big, it's good. You're so right that you could
Asia
even
has
just
a lot of competitors.
and you don't want to also participate in competition.
Yeah.
But there are places in Asia that have no competition.
Yeah.
So there's interesting places that you can still operate in a blue ocean.
Yeah.
But again, like to your point, I think Africa for us,
the growth here.
Yeah, and for the next 4 years, we can get to $500 million very easily. Yeah.
Okay. Last question. We don't have many people on this community as of yet, but if you were to ask people who join this community, and let's assume it's people in the US, VCs, maybe partners, you have any asks or messages to them?
For me, not necessarily, but yeah, just if you want to work with us, for example, that's an opportunity because we're expanding always. I'm always looking for talented people, so that's maybe one thing that could excite maybe someone who wants to work in Africa, has never worked, but has some interesting experience or has some interesting insight. Apart from that, I think it's also opening up Silicon Valley investors into how big the opportunity is and how quickly you can get to the opportunity as well. Whereas I know the market size in the West is way bigger, right? The GDP per capita is way bigger. Everything is way bigger, but the opportunity to get to returns here is probably faster. I would say.
Yeah, and I think what's different about this market is
Yeah.
the growth rate. Like if you look at the growth in markets like Kenya, it's like 40 to 50% year on year,
Yeah.
and even higher, right? So, and some cities are even higher, 100%. So I think that's the biggest opportunity. In the next 10 years, we'll see Africa becoming like India. So that's kind of what.
Great. Well, thank you to these two gentlemen. Um, Perhaps Silicon Valley will look over here at some point after.
We do have Silicon Valley investors on the cap table, by the way.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we have a couple. Like Graph Ventures is one.
Yeah.
So they're starting, and they invested smaller checks to see what happens, right? And I think that's the aim, right? You invest, like I think Sequoia or some other investor invested a very small amount in I think it was, which company was it? There was one company they invested like 100K only.
Mhm.
They never do that.
Yeah.
The minimum is like 5 million, right?
Yeah.
But they just got 100 just to see what's happening, and the next round they led the next round.
And that was not you guys.
No. Sequoia was.
It was one of the
It's
payment guys.
yeah.
forgot.
It's India probably, yeah.
There was a payment one in Ghana they did, which is haven't
They
heard
did a
much
gaming one in no, that's A16Z.
Yeah.
They did a gaming one.
Yeah.
But A16Z, for example, has invested in a very similar business like ours in Latin America.
Right.
Foodology. So
Foodology.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So maybe perhaps after Silicon Valley is done, after the AI bubble is simmering down, and they get maybe they get all set up to go to the moon. Maybe Africa will be next again at some point. I know they were kind of hot to trot pre-COVID out here, and then things kind of slowed down a bit. But yeah, these are long-term investments, and I think if you find great people and who want to solve problems and do good things, you have a great chance to have an ROI. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is we had a great discussion today. You learned a little bit about Kenya and Rwanda, the growth of East Africa, and some entrepreneurs who are both making impact and making money. And that's what we like to do here at Entrepreneurs Around the World. See you on the next show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's amazing, man. I hope you do more of these. And yeah, it's really popular and stuff.
So tell us,
Yeah, sure.
what are we doing here?
So we're just walking across but for kitchen. So we are under kitchens. We are cloud kitchens in Nairobi, Kenya. We operate cloud kitchens here in Cape Town.
You have to put the mic to your mouth.
Yeah,
Say it again.
that's better. Okay, we are under kitchens. So we're walking to one of our kitchens where we started. That's 5 years ago. We operate different.
Is this all your gift wrap?
Yeah, let's imagine it's going to be a busy Christmas.
Okay.
But that's the neighbors here. So, okay. So this is our kitchen.
Oh, nice. I have seen these bags before. These are your famous brands. And so you're cooking in here. What are you cooking here?
So here we have different brands. So we have our Pioneer brand, that's Guns,
Mhm.
which we do biryani, and also we have daily curries. Another one we do here is Marty's, famous burgers. Also
Burgers?
super wings, yeah.
They eat burgers in Kenya?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Lots of them. Hard to imagine, right?
Right.
Also, we have Bibi Swahili. Bibi Swahili, it's a native, like Kenyan brand.
Okay.
Our first, which you have here. Yeah. We have different brands. In
See, and these are, you got mango last. These are
yeah, our
these are
stickers here.
your stickers. Yeah, we got very cool.
Yeah,
And we got over here. Well, there's another kitchen over here.
yeah.
Their Japanese kitchen.
Yeah, Japanese will be here. I'll be right at the corner here, where we do sushi.
They do sushi.
Yeah.
Can we see the sushi? Let's see them making the sushi. Here we go. The Japanese kitchen.
This Japanese kitchen, yeah.
How's your? Do you speak Japanese? No Japanese. All right.
It's just big Japanese kitchen. Yeah.
Well, it looks nice and fresh Japanese carrots.
Yeah.
They don't. Do they eat carrots in Japan? I don't know.
So sure that they
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But over here we have our production, our bulk production.
All right. And then the drivers.
Yeah. We have this amazing guys.
You got motorbike. You the bicycles.
We do both, yeah. So,
But they're big. I bet you they're in shape. Now I heard cycling is really getting big in
yeah,
Africa.
Yeah. This we call it Black Mamba. So this
Black Mamba.
yeah, it's the original bicycle. Came with the Britons. So, but it's originally from India. So when you say a bicycle in Kenya,
Who rides the Black Mamba?
let's see. You should see it's coming.
You? Are you the Black Mamba? You must be in good shape.
In very good shape, yeah. That is inside, yeah.
He should be on the Tour de France.
You should.
But
You should. It's really difficult riding.
let's ask these guys. So you all work at Ando? We're doing a little video to show the investors. What do you think of Ando?
Ando is a good company. We've been here for a while, like 10 years. It has really helped us, transformed our life, and we really need to continue working with it. So they are very good partners with us.
Now, do you get to eat here too?
We eat here, we get breakfast here. They literally do everything for us.
You don't sleep on this couch, do you?
Is that? We're too busy for that, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for working hard for us, and we hope we continue to grow, and it helps you guys too. All right, thank you. Yeah, asante sana. Yeah. All right, so that's the tour of the first food kitchen next to their office, and we're going to check out one more spot, and hold tight. All right, so we're walking into the Nairobi Street Kitchen, and there are multiple delivery companies. Ando's here, Glovo, and Glovo is a Spain-based delivery company.
Yeah, it's based in Barcelona.
This. That's it.
Thank you.
And one interesting thing about your model is that you work with Uber Eats as well, and your competitors, your co-opeters.
Yeah. So we call them a partner. So, like currently, the way it stands today, we get orders from Uber Eats, Glovo, Bolt Food, as well as our app. And interestingly, so this is one of the busiest food markets in Nairobi. Like it gets super busy on like a Thursday night or a Saturday night. So there are around 8 concepts over here.
Mm-hmm.
2 are ours. So one is the Thai concept called Siam Thai Kitchen.
Ooh, Thai kitchen.
Yeah. The second one is Italian, Little Italy. And these 2 are also our biggest brands in Nairobi. Each of them doing like
that's
around.
not your brand.
Sisino is not ours. So the rest belong to the NSK, Nairobi State Kitchen Management Team. It's only these 2 that we own.
Cool.
So we've seen like with the growth that apart from just doing purely dark kitchens, we can also do certain concepts like this in strategic food courts. So apart from even Nairobi, we're also in Cape Town at a place called Moja Market, also in Nairobi at a place called Village Market. So and these are working really well for us. Also brand awareness. Yeah.
So one thing interesting about their model is that they started off seeding the market with their own kitchens, which 2 of the ones you saw here, which are restaurants and kitchens, and then the kitchens themselves, which are just only delivery, and now moving towards more of a marketplace model. But they do a lot of kind of supply demand generation for the other restaurants, including their own, which means they use the Uber Eats platform, they use the Glovo platforms, and they use their own platform to maximize delivery and sales for their restaurants and their restaurant partners. So it's an interesting model, a unique model for Africa or Kenya, and we'll see how it unfolds from here. Time to get a bite to eat.